Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video, it's about how do you build your Yukine Esper guide. So this infographic guide here, I actually made it like since January 11. Like you can see here, when I made the infographic guide, is 17/11. But I have no time to actually record it after even though I make the infographic guide. So now I finally have the time, or I feel like it's suitable to actually record the guide here. So if you are a player who doesn't know how to build Yukine yet, or should you get her yet, this video might be suit you, right? So Yukine Esper guide here, she's a support Esper with wind type with a universal HP leader buff of 30% HP. The S1 here, IC beat here, does damage to one enemy and inflicting freeze. Then it will also reduce your S3 CD reduction. But the S1 here, you don't really use it very often because most of the time, if your Yukine you build very slow, after she casts S3, most probably they already die to Yukine's Blizzard Warning. So what is Blizzard Warning? Is from Yukine's passive damage, the Silent Snowfall. So she will gain 6 stacks of Blizzard Warning at the start. Every time an ally inflicting a freeze, which is either from Frost set or either through your skills, such as from Farah, such as from Slon, from Longmian, from Odette, all these Esper that can apply freeze, will give themselves 1 stack of Snow Cloak. And if you're Esper like Odette, which is our epic 4-star, if she provides a shield buff to all your enemy and the shield buff inflict freeze to the enemy, this freeze will consider on Odette, so you are not able to use this to abuse getting the Snow Cloak. Okay, so what the Snow Cloak does, well, I'll cover it later. Then at the end of any unit, which is either from my unit or at the enemy unit, you'll reduce 1 stack of Blizzard Warning. So from 6 stack of Blizzard Warning, you reduce to 5 stack. Then when all stack is removed, a blizzard will sweep across the battlefield, dealing true damage to everyone. So including your own allies as well. So which means every 6 Esper take the action, then 1 Blizzard Warning will cast. This Blizzard Warning will always stack the damage, so every time, so let's say from 2000 damage, the next trigger will become 3000, then the next trigger will become 4000, something like this. It will begin higher and higher. The longer the better, the more Blizzard Warning will trigger, the higher the damage. And the damage here is a true damage that can be increased by her own Silent Snowfall. So if you can't kill Yukine, most probably you'll get wiped by the Yukine team Blizzard Warning. So she is a very strong Esper in the PvP content. She's no longer able to use in PvE unless in the future they're gonna release more freeze Esper, or else Yukine now is kind of like a future-proof Esper. But as long as there's gonna be more freeze Esper coming to Dislyte, then Yukine's value is going higher and higher. So S3 enters hibernation for 2 turns. Every time Yukine active turn ends in hibernation, it will cast a Blizzard Warning, which means whenever Yukine take a turn and she's in hibernation, you're gonna cast 2 times of Blizzard Warning from your S3 for free. And if your hibernation ends, which means after 2 turns of hibernation, deals damage to all enemy only, and only enemy, and you do damage, and if enemy is on freeze, you do extra damage. The final damage will increase by 5% for each hit she takes in hibernation. So within these 2 turns of hibernation, if enemy casts a lot of AoE damage trying to kill Yukine, or maybe single hit target trying to hit Yukine, and if your Yukine survive, the more hits she gets, the higher the damage from this S3. But this is not Yukine's main DPS output. Yukine's main DPS output is still about her passive. So it's not really that important for her S3 and S1 here. So Blizzard Warning is a blizzard damage of true damage, but if you have Snow Cloak, then you're not able to get damage. And if you have Snow Cloak, you instantly get a bonus turn. So this is very OP. Imagine your whole team have Snow Cloak, and every 6 turn you cast a Blizzard Warning, then your whole team get a bonus turn again. So that's why it's very disgusting in PvE if there's gonna be more freeze Esper in the meta. Then Hibernation, which is her S3, if she casts Hibernation, she's gonna get damage mitigation, she's gonna be incapacitated herself, and then if she get hit, then 50% chance of inflicting freeze on the target for 1 turn. So it's very annoying if she goes into the Hibernation. She's hard to kill, and then she's gonna annoy your enemy team because you're gonna get a lot of freeze. Then Snow Cloak is the one that protects you from getting the blizzard damage. freeze inflicting by the carrier cannot be missed and cannot be resisted. So this is a very good buff for Pharah and Slon. So your freeze is going to be 100% landing, and every time if you get inflicted by control effect, you can remove the snow cloak buff to block the control effect. And if you're casting a freeze, if you're a fighter, you do extra damage. If you're not a fighter, you're gonna do extra damage based on the percentage here. So this one here most likely for Slon. This one here is most likely for Pharah. So these are the passive, and this is how she works. So for equipment suggestion, it's very easy. Snow set is the best set for Yukine because you don't really need the ocean wave, you don't really need the harmonic set or this thing, because she is just there standing there and casting blizzard. So you want her to survive only and just to annoy the team, so you can go for the snow set is what for the freeze queen, because she is the best unit in terms of freezing. Then I would recommend going for like set or immunity growth set. Growth set is because all her damage here is based on HP percentage. So increasing her tankiness is good, and increasing her max HP means dealing more damage. So immunity here is, I would say that is good because you still kind of want Yukine herself to go into hibernation. So if you can go to hibernation, so you get damage mitigation. So the light side heal here can protect your Yukine go into hibernation, and can protect from the defend break debuff or seal debuff that can make your Yukine die more easier. So I would suggest these two sets. Personally, I'm going for snow set and light set. Then for stats to focus, so there's two situations. If you are before R4 like me, then you want to focus more on HP first. Then speed is a little bit important because you want Yukine to take a turn as well to cast the S3. And then defend for more tankiness, accuracy for some freeze, and resist from the debuff from the enemy. But if you have after R4, cause R4 will make you get hibernation at the start of the combat, then you can get rid of the speed, just pump a lot of HP for him, defend, accuracy, and resist. Alright, so this is my own stats to focus. It doesn't need crit rate and crit damage because all her blizzard warning is true damage. So resonance here, your R2 no longer needed to apply freeze to get cloak, the snow cloak buff, as long as you trigger the freeze effect. Like even though your Pharah cast S3, the freeze effect, it didn't land any freeze on the target, even though they are on immunity, you are still able to trigger the passive to get the snow cloak's buff. Then R4 is at the start of the combat, you instantly get hibernation for 2 turns, which is very good, so you don't need speed anymore. Then R6, every snow cloak gain is 2 stack now. So I would say that R0, you just at least get her 1 copy because she's limited. Every Esper that is after their own event is very hard to get. Like the Suje one, the Slon one, after you miss the event or you actually quit within that time, within the event it's actually easy to get them. Right, so like everyone can get like at least like 1 copy when it's their event. But after you miss the event, when you are waiting for their rerun event, it's gonna be either hard to get, like Suje and Slon. We used to have a rerun event for Suje and Slon, but it's 2 pick 1. The free to play resources is enough for you to either pick Suje or either get Slon. Then for Yukine one is the same thing. So getting Yukine 1 copy R0 is not hard. You just need to buy the 8,000 Nexus Crystal pass. You don't need to use your in real life money. But if you want to get Slon or Suje, you're gonna pay a specific amount, like 20 USD or 30 USD for the higher tier pass to get their copy. So at least get R0. It's totally worth it with the 8,000 Nexus Crystal. Then you can slowly cut Ripple her, or maybe use Ripple Box on her to get her to R2. Then you get the very OP PvP freeze team, which is also one of the main counter for the Suicide meta. Then R4, you can ignore speed. It's not that important, but it's something good for some boosting. R6 is just some small quality of life, not that important. So personally, I would say if you're free to play, at least get R0. Then if you have saved up some Ripple Box, or if you really like to play a freeze team, then you can go for R2. I will stop at R2. R4 is good, but I want to save my Ripple Box for the other future Esper in the future. So I'll just stop her at R2 currently. Alright, so let me show you my own Yukine here. So this is my own Yukine. Mine is at R3 now because I use club sticker, and then I have some I bought the highest tier in the Yukine pass, so I have some extra Ripple Box, so I managed to get her to R3. I'm slowly working to R4, but the R4 is not that important. I have one Divinate from the Yukine pass, so it's just some extra boost. She doesn't need the Divinate as well. It's not that important for her. Then I'm going for Frost set and HP. Oh, in the end I went for HP. So you can see decent accuracy, decent resist, and I pump a lot of HP for her and defense. So I'm going for HP bonus, and speed. Because mine is not R4. If mine is R4, I'll get rid of the speed and just pump all HP for her. Okay, so that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope this video actually help you guys out who are trying to build Yukine. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is JNP, Yakichiba Tales, Epic Bullet Boy, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Code Wilderness, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwatts, Rimu, Chawny, Antonio Winterspoon, Von Hexa, Yum Kragren, Riku Fred X Iris, Calamity, Rocco Stenzions, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chawny. Thank you so much for your support.